World Long Drive. It's one of the most explosive sports going right now, and Monica Lieving is at the top of her game. She is the world #1, and she trains right here in Denver. Denver 7's Brady King has her story.
So I started playing golf when I was about 12 years old, and I realized I could hit it pretty far pretty early on. You know, I would go play with my dad, and I always loved when there was a crowd watching when I would be teeing off. And so I would get super focused and try to hit it really far to impress people. Once I was in college, I definitely saw the, difference between my drives and probably the average golfer.
After college, Monica thought her competitive golf days were over.
But then I got into it on accident. So I was playing in a charity golf event here in Colorado at Arrowhead. I basically drove a green and I almost hit this guy. And I went up to apologize to him. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I did not mean to hit into you. And he was like, oh, it's totally fine. He's a long driver who lives here in Colorado. His name's Andrew Eigner. And he's like, well, I want to see your TrackMan numbers, see what your speeds are. So we met up a couple months later, and I had never really measured my speeds before. I had no means for comparison, so I didn't really know, what I was looking at. He's like, with these numbers, like, you could be top 10 women in the world right now without even practicing. And I'm like, okay, that's so dramatic.
Monica went all in. That same year, she won the World Long Drive Championship as a rookie, and now she's ranked #1 in the world.
It definitely brings pressure to it, because once you're, labeled as #1 in the world at something, there's a lot of people watching you. What I wish people knew about long drive is it is a lot harder than people think, and there is so much more to it than just, people going out there and swinging really fast and getting really buff and yelling at it. Like, it takes a lot of practice. It takes the right equipment, it takes the right mechanics. You have to really fuel your body. It's hard on your body, and, it's not this, meathead sport that you just go out and can do out of nowhere. It takes a lot of practice and a lot of skill. And I like to tell people, if you think it's an easy sport, you should come try it.
And if you've never seen a long drive competition, Monica says to think more party and less PGA Tour.
I would compare long drive to the Waste Management Open. It's a unique atmosphere. It's encouraged to yell, it's encouraged to cheer people on. And that's what I really like about it, because, growing up in traditional golf, it's kind of very, prim and proper and stuffy. And a lot of people think there's not room for the fun and the excitement that you sometimes see in like team sports, So I think long drive is really fun, and it really just like challenges the narrative of golf, because it's a totally different atmosphere, but it still has a lot of core things that we really love about golf. And I think it's this beautiful blend of traditional golf meets new, exciting fun for people to watch, be a part of, and it's really, really entertaining.
You can watch Monica compete right here in Colorado when the World Long Drive Championship comes to LaSalle this fall. Reporting in Denver, I'm Brady King, Denver 7 Sports.